So Bitcoin is pumping, but I want to teach you guys how to use the CoinGlass liquidation heat maps. Now, if you guys don't know or haven't used any of these, don't worry, these are pretty easy to use. In fact, if you guys do follow a bunch of different influencers on Telegram or Discord, you've probably seen them using a bunch of different liquidation heat maps, mostly high block because that's one of the famous ones currently. But if you don't want to spend $99 a month, I think that the CoinGlass liquidation heat maps are pretty sufficient to at least give you an idea of where the Bitcoin price could potentially move based on the amount of liquidity that exists in certain different levels. Now, I don't know if this is also on the app because I downloaded it and I couldn't find it. So if you guys do know if this is on the app, do let me know in the comment section below. I would actually much prefer to use this on the app rather than on Safari. But if you just went below this particular liquidation heat map, you'll see over here that they've essentially given you a description of how to use this. And this is the part that interests me the most, the how traders can use it bit. And the part that actually makes a lot of sense to me is the magnet zone. It says concentration of potential liquidation levels within a specific price range may indicate that the price is likely to move towards those areas or those zones. So essentially what they're saying is, if you have a look at this, just to make sure that you guys understand, the purple areas is that there's no liquidity in those areas, and the more yellow and green it gets means that there's a concentration of a lot of liquidity in those areas. Now, if you see, we can clearly see that on the 3-day time frame for this particular chart, you can definitely see that there seems to be a massive liquidity pocket at, well, I wouldn't call it massive, but a considerable liquidity pocket at around 26K. And well, if you see the high up we go, it seems like with the price movement up, Bitcoin has already taken out a few different liquidity pockets to the upside. So on the 3-day, the biggest liquidity pocket we have right now is towards the downside. So what the magnet levels essentially is, which is, or rather the magnet zones, which is mentioned over here, is that price tends to move towards areas of liquidity that is showcased on that particular map. Now, I think that makes the most sense because you have to keep in mind that price really can't go to an area where there isn't any liquidity. Now, what this means is that every time you see a consolidation area, keep in mind that those are essentially market makers waiting for longs and shorts to collect for them to actually stop hunting and collecting liquidity. Now, I hope that made sense, guys. Now, do make sure to like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff. If you have questions, make sure to drop them in the comment section below. And as usual, I'll see you in my next video.